Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So we are still hovering in amongst the moving averages here on the 8 hour. The oscillators are easing off quite nicely and separating, which is fairly interesting. And then I have this pin bar, and there is structure, but if you draw a level on each one of these fractals here, you're just going to get a very messy picture, something similar to what we just saw in the DAX. So I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is pick up the pin bar, and I keep saying how important pin bars are. There's a pin bar there. It's a half-hearted attempt at a pin bar there. But nevertheless, you can see what has happened last week and what has happened this week so far. So that is structure. So technically a break above the current high of the week would get us long. And then the other thing is a break below this 34,616, 34,600 area, and a retest of it is what gets us short. For now, we are sideways and we are in amongst the moving averages, so there is no trade on the 8 hour. We do have Eurozone CPI data coming out this morning, so that may impact us, but more importantly, we've got the Feds tomorrow, so I think that's what we're waiting for, is the Feds. I don't see anything else that is getting me excited at all right now. Could have a situation of a double bottom here. Could also have a situation of a flat bottom triangle forming for a break to the downside so we can get going. So for me, if I look at the oscillators here, I should be favoring the short. The only problem is that I've got this solid bit of support down here at 34,616 that has to give way before we can get too excited. So this is a confirmation of moving average crossover and a test of the 155 break. So we broke through the 155 last week and we've come back and tested it yesterday with an inside bar here. So that to me is fairly telling, and pin bars being so important, here's another pin bar there. Let's put the level in and have a look there. So that's kind of where we are. There is another big pin bar here, but that level is higher up and we've missed that completely. So those are the two levels we need to be paying attention to this morning. Break of them either way is what should get you excited for a trade either way. So we're looking for a break of 34,734 to the upside, and that should target, I don't think you're going to get going too far, but that should target that pin bar. If we get through that pin bar, it should target that pin bar there. So that's the target to the upside. If we get below 34,616 to the downside, now be very cautious because I want a proper break and retest of that. So it's the need to run a bit and then come back and reject and start rolling. And you're going to wait for confirmation before you jump in on that one, just because of how strong this level is. Remember, if you get back to the 8 hour, you can see how strong this level is. So don't expect it just to get a 5-minute close below that and expect it to run. It's not the way this market is designed. And the other thing that you've got to worry about is these moving averages are bullish. They're flat, but they're in a bullish setup with what's going on here with the oscillator. So be very, very cautious of just jumping in short. If we get down to 15 minutes on the daily, you can see yesterday was pretty much nothing, just hung between those levels. And one thing is constant between the 15 and the 1 hour is the bearish setup. If you look at that, straight off the level and on the 150 EMA, definitely was an opportunity here for a short 40-point stop loss. Haven't really hit target that we should have hit. It's picked up the swing low here, but nevertheless, even that is 70 points, so that's almost a 2-to-1 trade, so a fairly decent trade. But that is range bound, and I'm not really interested in trading inside a range. So we're gonna have to wait for the morning data to see if that gets us going. But I have a feeling we're gonna just sit and idle along until the Feds come out tomorrow with their interest rate announcement and should generate something from that. If I am surprised, in other words, if they do start moving this today, then I would expect it to be to the downside, to be honest, and I'd expect a break of 34,600 and retest of that for the setups to take place. Other than that, if it does break the upside and come back and build a base on this level here, which is 34,734, there is an opportunity to the upside, but you're probably going to be capped by 34,825. Best case scenario 34,894. So I don't see us really breaking through this until the Feds come out. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. I hope it helps. If it does, drop us a thumbs up there, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.